those of you that know me know I try to stay very positive, and I'm going to do so right now. I have no idea what the brokerages are talking about. I called a few of the top 5 today. 2 of them I belong to, so I got a little more information. Unfortunately, the recordings I did on that, you could barely hear the representative, and I'm not going to bore you with that. But all the brokerages are basically saying that by Thursday we're going to have NextBridge. That's it, the end. It doesn't matter. They won't discuss. They keep saying we won't discuss anything but your personal account. It sounds like they're reading off a script that was prepared by an attorney. Hell, even one admitted, yeah, it's probably going to go into a class action suit. Well, that's something that pays off in 2 or 3 years. It'll be a fraction of what they really owe us. 40% of that will go to an attorney. Those of us that have health problems won't even be alive to see that money. Yeah, that's real fair. And it's obvious that FINRA and the brokerages are willing to kick the can down the road, too, along with the shorts, because none of the math is going to add up. They just keep saying that my shares are going to eventually miraculously become NextBridge shares, and your shares are going to become NextBridge shares. Everyone's shares are going to become NextBridge shares. Problem being is there's a lot more than 165 million shares out there. So if they're actually going to do that, I believe that, you know, they wouldn't confirm or deny. I said, does that mean they're diluting the shares? I mean, because if we have 300 or 400 million people that are going to be put into 165 million shares, are you diluting our shares? Oh, no, that's not going to happen. Everyone's going to get what they got coming. Yeah. Right. The shorts are never going to have to pay then. They just got to kick down the can forever. Oh, there we go. Going negative again. Let's talk positive. All right. If we finally get a full share that's not diluted of NextBridge, okay, there's a lot of math and calculations out there showing this share might be worth $85 to $100 anyway. The very low end, not including the natural gas or any of that stuff, which they've found a tremendous amount of that in the Permian bases along with the oil. The very lowest figure I saw, I think, was from Roller Pigeon Bird Lady, which was like 32 a share. But it doesn't matter if it gets diluted. If there's 3 times as many shares out there that NextBridge is supposedly going to have to cover, what, are they just going to throw it all on the private company and NextBridge, and then we're going to just divide up what profits are there, and what would have been an $85 share is now or say a $75 share for simple math is now worth $25? None of this, the math doesn't work. The volume, which we've all been keeping track of, shows none of the shorts ever covered. So yeah, I think what's going to happen on the positive note is we're going to get a NextBridge share somehow, whether it's diluted or not, I don't know. And it probably will show up in most of our brokerages on the 14th or 15th. At some point, I heard that AST will get a hold of us, even though I was told the bus was full and there's already 165 million registered shares. But yet there's people like us have anywhere from 2,500 to 10,000 shares that haven't registered. So how all these other shares are going to get registered if they've already registered? There we go again, going back into the negative. All right. My personal brokerages, Robinhood being an original Torchlight holder, that's how I have it in there, and Fidelity, are both telling me, don't worry about it. And if you do call them, and you should call them, you should call FINRA, you should call everyone. You know, there's people out there going, well, don't harass people that just have normal jobs. That's how you get a situation elevated, so that it goes to the next level, the next level, and the next level. You know, I feel bad for some of the smaller, lower-end employees that don't know what's going on, and I don't know why they don't know what's going on. They should have been completely informed by now. Everyone else has known what's been going on. We've all been calling our brokerages for months now. There we go, going negative again. Woo-hoo! I think we're going to get some form of a NextBridge share. I don't know if it's going to be diluted. I think we're also going to get some money back on what should have been covered with the shorts, because they can't hide it all. There's so much information that's already out there. They can't hide it all. somewhere down the road, 2-3 years, whenever the things settle out, minus 40% to your attorney or the class action suit attorney or whoever. Which, to be honest with you, I found that usually if you go through class actions, you wind up getting a lot less than if you could just get your own personal attorney. And based upon what you're claiming, I mean, I could easily say you could easily say that you were worth $1,000 a share. That means if you got 2,600 shares, just as an example, you'd have $2.6 million worth, which means that you should get what, $3.5 million after the attorneys take their money, if they can get that. But there's enough evidence out there that proves, that should be able to prove that it should be worth that. You know, I don't know. Even when you go over the numbers with your attorney, I guess maybe they'll say it's worth half that or a fraction of that. I don't know. All I do know is they've stolen an opportunity from us. That is a fact. There is FINRA fraud going on here. There's on social media hashtag FINRA fraud if you want to watch other videos and check out things on this. I've gone from 90% positive that they're going to have to make this right with the shorts to 10%. At this particular point, if we get our next bridge share, if there's a buyer waiting, which a lot of us believe there is, you know, maybe we'll see some money in a few months. But right now, all the brokerages are saying it doesn't even matter what value or numbers on your brokerage account, even if it shows you have $6,000 or $7,000 of what should have been $30,000 or whatever at the last time that it spiked before the shorts attacked. That's basically worthless because you can't cash it in and you can't sell it. So whatever values are showing there are zero. At some point, you will get these next bridge shares, and at some point, they'll be assessed a value, and at some point, you'll be able to sell them. I was told that once it goes to, that all these shares will go back to the brokerages, and then they will register it with AST, and then they will, from there, they'll contact us or something. So I wish I had more. Go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell. As soon as I know anything else, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to make another video. This might go on for days, weeks, months, years. I don't know. But I do know if you hit the bell, as soon as I know something, you'll know something. Thank you.